All right, so the A's headed to Arlington to start a new series against the Texas Rangers, but unfortunately lost in the first game. A really close game, 2-1 final score. Rangers getting the victory. A's offense, pretty slow in this game, but despite only 3 hits, the A's were, just within 1 run for a couple innings at the end of this game until they eventually lost. So yeah, the A's had Caprillion on the mound. He did pretty solid up until really around that 6th inning where the A's kind of just gave it up. And the A's had, an interesting move. They had Cal Stevenson leading the game off, which I thought was a little surprising considering he just got called up, but I think it was sort of an experiment. He did get walked twice, and so that was pretty productive by him. He's also a good base stealer, as we're seeing now. So that was good to see. But only 3 hits by the A's from Tony Kemp, Murphy, and Nick Allen. But yeah, Nick Allen's been great lately, past 2 games specifically. I'll talk about that in a moment. But, I guess right now I'll talk about it. Top of the 3rd inning, Nick Allen gets the A's on the board first as he hits a solo homer. That was off Glenn Otto, rakes that one to left field. That was his 3rd homer of the season, and 2 of those 3 home runs have been like the last 2 games. So it's really good from Nick Allen. I think he's got a lot of potential. He's only 23 years old, and so I'm really happy with Nick Allen's production lately. If he's hitting homers like that, right now, just watch him next year. He's going to be even better, I think. So yeah, the next run didn't come until Marcus Semien. Of course, he's always doing stuff to his old team. We remember what happened last year when he was on the Jays, hitting that grand slam. But yeah, Marcus Semien got a solo homer, his 18th of the year, off James Caprillion, and that came in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Probably felt good for him, and that was made it 1-1. So yeah, the defense was pretty good overall. Cal Stevenson made a great diving catch in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Adolis Garcia extended his long hitting streak. Eventually, I just thought, someone's going to break this tie open. And it's probably not going to be the A's because, we're not good at doing that. So, yeah, Bubba Thompson, RBI single in the bottom of the 6th inning, gave Texas the lead. And Leody Taveras got a great catch. The defense was great overall. Brock Burke, pitching-wise, escaped a jam in the 8th inning. I thought the A's might be able to come back, but he escaped the jam. The A's just kind of had some poor play at the end there and lost this game 2-1. 9th loss in a row. It just doesn't feel good. I feel like our offense just needs a spark. And so, it was a bad loss for us. The Rangers had pretty good pitching. Glenn Otto, 6 innings pitched. He had 6 walks, which is sort of surprising, but he only allowed 2 hits and 1 run. Their bullpen was lights out. Hitting-wise, they had Marcus Semien leading off. He had 2 hits, and they also had Brad Miller get 2 hits. And so that was a good one for the Rangers, not a good one for the A's. Rangers had 8 hits but only scored 2 runs. Interestingly enough, A's only had 3 hits and scored 1 run. So it's interesting how it shows, we don't need that many hits for a run, but Rangers needed a lot of hits for 2 runs. And so that was interesting. But yeah, the A's 41-75 through 116 games, I believe now. So yeah, not a good record. It's a dismal season. We're not even within 10 games really of the Angels anymore. Rangers, they're obviously not even really qualified to win this division as they're very far back, but they're trying to, get relevant in the standings, I guess. And so, yeah, the A's lose 2-1 final score. Let me know your thoughts on this game. I'll see you guys later, and yeah, go A's.